Hey, what's up? My name is Mr. Chris, and I do stuff, and I just bought a camper, and it didn't go as I expected.
Go.
What's that? You want me to get the fuck off
Go.
your lot?
Now.
Go ahead, cuss at me violently
Go.
like you just were.
Go.
Go ahead.
Get off the property.
Go ahead,
Get off
threaten
the
me
property.
again. Cuss at
Get
me
off
again.
the property.
Now, you're probably wondering how we got there. So let's start. I thought this was going to be an easy deal for them, right? I knew exactly what I wanted. I found the camper. In fact, when I called them, they hadn't even put photos up of it. It had just came into their inventory. And I knew exactly what I was trading in and what my trade-in value would be. And I had already pre-qualified for a 7.25% interest rate. And, so I knew the interest rate they needed to beat. So all they had to do is be straightforward with me, and this should be a nice and easy deal. The first salesperson I called over the weekend, cool sales guy, he talked me into coming down the next day, and, I was like, all right, fine. So I went down there, and the camper was actually everything that I pretty much thought it would be. So you might be wondering why I'm so particular about this camper. Well, if you look here, you come in the middle, which is kind of interesting for a camper, and on both ends, there's rooms that have doors that close. So the middle area is kind of the common area with the kitchen, a table, which is going to become a sit-stand desk / workstation for editing, and the bathroom. So either person staying at the front or the back has access to leave the camper, do whatever they need to do without bothering the other person. And this is a pretty rare setup for campers, so I was stoked to find out it existed, and I was kind of stuck on wanting to get this particular layout. So normally I would look at reviews and do a little bit of research. But because I searched and there are only like 5 of these in the US, I was like, all right, fine. As long as everything seems on the up and up, we should be good.
Go to the front. I'll have you a place up there to sit. I'll bring the camper around to you.
No,
I want you off the property.
You have now crossed the line.
There is no line. I have never threatened you. I want you off this property.
You threatened me.
Correct, sir. You're full of it. Okay? You have done nothing to cause problems here and showed you behind.
I haven't caused any
problems. I want you to do me a favor.
Maybe Randy, the enforcer, is right. Maybe I came in there I'm an influencer. Y'all should do stuff. I did not do any of that. I didn't say that.
They said the parts were already here.
So the parts were ordered. The parts are getting here today. We don't
I was
control
promised
the parts.
yesterday they were here.
I got you. I don't know who
They're
promised you.
locally, they come right. The guy who's magically not here today.
I'm going to get Rich to talk to you because he's the one that originally talked to you.
Let's
Because
see
I
that.
understand that you're upset.
I'm livid. I don't think you understand the level of upset I am. The fact that you guys, I've now had like 3 or 4 of your salespeople lie to my face. Verifiable via text, lie to my. So yeah, this place feels like the biggest scam I've ever gotten involved
If
in.
that's the case, I am the guy you want to talk to.
Okay.
I'm the guy that runs the sales team.
So I can show you the text where they said the alignment's going to be fixed, everything's good. You're ready to pick up your vehicle tomorrow. And that was a week and some change ago.
Right. So the fact is as far as the alignment goes on the unit mechanically, there's nothing wrong with it. The steering wheel's off.
So
Yes.
$9,000 to fix nothing is a thing.
No, because they pull
Can
it
I see
apart.
their quote?
I don't have their quote. You can probably go to them and ask for it. Yeah, they don't give us a quote. When
They
you
told
go
me
to
I would get a
third
receipt
party-
for the work that was done.
When you go
I
to
was
a third
assured that I
party,
would
they
get a
don't-
receipt from you for the work done.
Yeah. I'm gonna get you everything you want, and I'm gonna get you Dubs to talk to. This is the guy that apparently.
I talked to him. He was
claims-
supposed to meet me personally on Monday to walk me through the delivery, and that didn't happen.
Yeah, he wasn't here yesterday, so I don't know why he made that promise. But give me a moment. I'll be right back. Okay.
All right. Now, for you to understand why I'm so upset at this point, let's look at all the things that have not gone correctly. I bought the unit on the 9th. And on the 9th, we can see here the Thor Camper Group and the text that started flowing back and forth. These are all the things that they said they would take care of. Now, my first delivery attempt was supposed to be on the 15th. Now, here we can see it's off to the shop currently, which makes me feel like they didn't take it on the 9th to the shop, or the 10th, or the 11th, or the 12th, or the 13th, but they were doing it on the 14th, which means it probably won't be back for Friday's delivery, and it wasn't. We had to cancel it, but I already taken Friday off. We moved it to Monday because they could get it done quickly. Monday did not also happen. It was not back, but I was assured it would be back on Monday. It wasn't. And then here you can see on Wednesday, I was like, I need updates. Now it's coming back this afternoon on Wednesday. So we're going to make it for our Friday delivery. We did not make it for our Friday delivery on the 22nd. We had to reschedule that another day that I had taken off that I missed for the 25th. And now I was actually able to get it on the 25th. Now, getting it on the 25th, the leveling system that they promised me would be working was not working. So I did agree to take the camper and then come back on Wednesday. And I figured, hey, that'll give me a chance to check out the alignment, give a kick. And then when I come back, if I have any questions, they can answer them. So, all right, trade off. I mean, it's going to cost me a decent amount of gas. It's not close. It's got the V10. But you know what? Cool. I'll give it a test drive. So on Sunday the 24th, I went to the website and I found Richard Wozanowski. I'm sorry if I'm saying his name wrong. Was the sales manager. He's been there for 11 years. Actually, I worked with him. We're about to see that video. He's been there for 14 years now. And he seemed like a decent guy. And he told me he would meet me in the morning and make sure that everything went smoothly.
How you doing today?
All right, how you doing?
Doing all right. I just want to come out and help. I don't know what's going on too much, and I'm new to the situation kind of here a little
Well, I
bit.
called and talked to you.
Right.
So you know that we were waiting for it to get back from the alignment shop.
Right. That
And
was
that
the
got
last
lied
part.
to multiple times about it being back from the alignment shop. Finally got back, got lied to about you guys fixing it. Went to service and they're like, no, we declined to have them fix anything.
No,
Because it was $8,500 to $9,000 to fix it.
Gotcha. Yeah, no, because I know we did. It went over to the brake shop or that shop. I know that one. They did.
And then I asked for a receipt and they're like, we don't get receipts from them. You can go over there and ask for your own receipt.
Who told you that?
The guy who I was just talking to, the guy who told me, you already own the camper, it's your problem.
Who? I do apologize. I mean, I'm trying to help. I'm new in hearing this. You don't know who you spoke to?
It was the guy who probably came and got you. The guy with the red shirt on.
Okay.
We have video of him.
Gotcha. Yeah, again, I gotta look because I know we've.
Because I've talked to
spoken
every rep
once.
about this. I have texts back and forth with you
Right.
guys about the alignment issue and it's going to get fixed. Promises that it was at the alignment shop and got fixed. And then today I get told, no, we didn't fix it. It was too expensive. Oh, okay. So I'm going to get that cost? I wouldn't have bought the RV. And then he goes, well, you already bought the RV, so it's your problem.
What
Oh, okay, that's great. What do you do with a new customer? And you said you were going to meet me Monday morning, and you did.
Monday morning?
You said Monday morning was my delivery. I called you on Saturday or Sunday.
Do that next
And you
day.
said, I will meet you Monday morning at 9 o'clock after my 8:30 sales meeting
No,
with
I
my
needed
team.
to call. I dropped the ball on that one. I'll
And
say.
you did not meet me. I met, you know his name,
Kenny.
Kenny. Why
Right,
can't I
one-
remember Kenny's name?
One of the sales
They
reps.
killed
right,
Kenny.
Right. No, I know I was a little busy there. I'm trying to think what I had Monday there just to be able to, because that's.
Then they told me, oh, the levelers, sorry, we didn't get that fixed. If you come back, we'll fix it. Parts are right down the street. We'll have them tomorrow. Come back Wednesday. We'll have you out of here by noon. Kenny promised he'd meet me in the morning at 9 a.m. to bring it back into service. It's still sitting over there. Y'all don't even have the parts yet. They should be here by noon. My 3 o'clock install of my car stereo on my campers, I'm not going to make it. So I had to call and cancel that.
Right.
I don't know if he's going to charge me a fee to cancel it.
Hopefully not. Yeah,
We're
I would
leaving
have,
on Friday to go to Louisiana, and I don't feel safe driving something that has $9,000 worth of front end damage.
What's the damage?
I have no idea. They won't show me a quote or anything.
How do you know there's damage then?
Well, they told me it's $9,000 to fix the front end so the steering wheel points straight again, and I'm
Does-
assuming that's broken stuff.
Not necessarily. I mean, if a wheel is turned a little bit, because my
Then that wouldn't be
vehicle was that
$9,000 in
way.
parts to fix.
I mean, motorhome's a little bit more excessive, just because maybe the size of things. Again, I'm no mechanic either, so I don't know.
I'm just saying,
thinking
like,
of what I would think.
If you bought a car and then they're like, "Oh, it's $9,000 to fix your front end," and you're like,
Well, that's any
sales
reason.
rep's going, "It's fine, it's fine."
Well, it's the matter if it truly drives straight and did you
It
drive
doesn't.
it. What?
This is what straight
I mean, I
looks
get
like.
the steering wheel might not be straight, but the unit.
No, it pulls that way.
All right, so let me show you what I was showing him is a series of photos of me going straight in the camper and where the wheel is. And then they did ask, well, if the wheel's crooked but it goes straight, no, if you take your hands off it, it pulls to the right. It'll actually walk off the road if you're not kind of tugging to the left.
It pulls to the right of the road.
Right.
If you're not constantly fighting it, you'll walk off the road. And he was like, well, it's a heavier duty steering pump. It might feel weird. I used to have a Greyhound bus, so
Right. I don't know a lot there.
I had a 36-foot bus. I had a 36-foot motorhome before this. It doesn't feel right. And that's why when I took it for the test drive, I made a big deal of it. We wrote it down everywhere.
Right.
Texted back and forth that it was getting resolved. Not resolved.
No, for sure. I mean, obviously, I got to figure out what kind of parts are they waiting on right now?
Something to fix the
Isolator.
levelers, the battery isolator. If it doesn't work, the leveling system won't work.
Maybe it sounds like a module that's in between something.
Yeah, that's what it sounds like to me.
That I hear.
It doesn't make sense to me, but they sent out like 3 or 4 different guys to look at it.
Right.
And the guy who looked like he knew the most about mechanical stuff, that was his decision. So I believe him.
Right.
He seems like he
That's
was.
what he
He
does.
knew what he was doing. He was
Exactly.
like the isolator thingy and the voltage, and that's why it's
No,
getting low
because
voltage.
voltage is a big key. Because the voltage is
It's getting low voltage, so you can't use it.
Nothing will work. Right,
Yeah, it's
right,
the
right.
error
And he
code's
said
low
with this
voltage.
being out, when the engine's running, it doesn't charge the coach batteries.
Right.
So that's why the coach batteries, if you're driving, are slowly dying with the fridge on.
Okay, I'm gonna step over there because again, this is kind of newer to me. I know we spoke briefly, just kind of the situation.
Well, my original sales rep quit, or got fired, or left, or something. My next sales rep lied to me enough I didn't want to talk to him again. My next sales rep, who promised to be here today, didn't show up today. You didn't show up Monday.
I was here.
You didn't come see me like you said you would.
No,
Yeah, I get
no, I
you're
didn't.
important, you were busy, that's okay.
Right,
but
right. I didn't even know you were here Monday.
you told me you would see me in the
I
morning.
get that, but I was on the phone.
yeah.
But I didn't even when you
I-
came in, you
I
didn't.
mentioned your name, but no one
I said no one
apparently
got
told
me.
you.
Right, correct. If I'd have known that, I'd have been right up.
Because he was like, I got you. I'm like, all right, I guess you got me, he sent you, let's do this.
No, because really, I would have, depending who the situation was, they would have went off, but I'd have liked to just shake your hand to greet you, to know, hey, I'm here.
And I never got to
You
even
know,
ring the
that-
gong. I'm assuming you would have ring the gong when you buy a
That's
camper.
right,
I didn't get
right.
to ring the gong.
I'd have had you do that
So
for sure.
that's a
but-
big fail on your side.
No, let me do some digging here. Let me try to figure this help out. I know we're down. I know that until the spark comes. I mean that's a big. But no, for sure. I'm glad I'm able to talk
And
to
again,
Dylan.
I was promised it would be here yesterday by noon. The warehouse is down the street.
Warehouse
9 a.m. We'll take you right in.
Right.
We'll get you out of here by noon.
Right, hopefully.
And we don't even have the part to fix it yet.
Well, hopefully, I mean, being a module, it don't sound like it's a big job to do. It
Well, as
should
long
just
as
be
that
a
actually is what
swapper.
fixes it.
Correct. That's the key.
That's the other thing. We're
That's
still
the
a little
key.
troubleshooting right
That's
now.
the key too. But I mean, there's only so many.
Yeah.
You know, that's
4
gonna
failed
give.
deliveries. Y'all deliver hundreds of RVs.
Right.
I don't know how that was possible.
Okay.
I mean, I've taken 4 days off work so far. So I'm not going to use that.
Honestly, know which one of those two things is going to happen,
But
but it will happen. But yes, so it's been turned in, and that will happen within 30 days of that sunset.
Okay.
Yeah, no problem.
Okay. I don't know who you are, Thomas. Thomas the tag guy. That's where we're ending here. That's the tag guy.
I mean, just trying to wrap that up. That scenario.
We still haven't even talked about the alignment. The alignment? We haven't talked about that.
So it's going to be about an hour and a half. He said it will take him to do that repair.
Okay, so I'm here for at least an hour and a half for that. Hey, what's going on? Yeah, my name's I had an RV brought over there to get a front end alignment from Optimum RV, and you guys gave them a quote of like $8,500, $9,000, but they don't have a copy of the quote. So I'm trying to find out like if you can send me a copy of that quote. That'd be awesome. Can you let me know what work was performed? A best case alignment. All right, cool. Thank you. Bye-bye. So apparently we got a best case alignment.
What does that mean?
I don't know. That's what he said. I'm assuming it's broken, but we'll get it as good as we can for now. That's what best case sounds like to me. Camper and promise to fix something that's expensive.
Right. No, I don't.
If it was my business, I would do the right thing by the customer.
No, of course. I mean, I always do. You know, I mean, it's unfortunately it's not my business to say yes. You know, obviously my hands are tied. You know, at that point, I'm just.
Well, let's go meet who can untie your hands.
So when we came out of the camper and we walked inside to meet someone who could help me, he introduced me to a gentleman named Randy. And Randy, I like to refer to Randy as the enforcer. Yes, he's the guy who threw me off the property after I was making such an ass of myself. But as soon as I met Randy, he threw this sheet in front of me and he said, "Hey, We have gone above and beyond for you. We've done everything we can. We're not fixing anything. It's your camper. It's your problem. And I said, but it says the alignment. And he says, we had them adjust it. It doesn't say fix alignment. And I thought, clever. I don't know. Is that a caveat big enough? I mean, is that something a dealership should be able to say or do? I mean, they said they were going to fix the alignment so many times via text, via this document, but I didn't read every single time they said alignment that they didn't specifically use a certain subset of words that apparently magically means that all the things we said out loud were lies. Nothing else is promised or implied. And this document definitely exists for a reason. I'm thinking this document is why he's going to tell us he's kicked many people off the property. I think this is not a one-off. I think this might be a sales strategy. Now, I'm not saying it is. I can only tell you about my one experience on the one day that I interacted with the enforcer. And that day, he was an ass. But maybe he's a nice guy normally. Who knows? But I got a feeling that this place makes a lot of money this way. My buddy actually, like I said, I didn't look into reviews, looked into reviews, and they all pretty much sum up about this. And I met 2 different people in the waiting room that were saying, oh, the WEO sheet, you got to make sure you have everything on the WEO sheet. Which also, WEO sheet, that's the most ridiculous thing I've ever... This cannot be a legal document. It just can't be.
And get off the property.
I just had a wonderful lunch
Get
with
off
your
the
sales
property.
manager.
Get off the property.
I had wonderful
Get off
conversations
the
with people
property.
here.
Get off the property.
Yeah.
Get off the property.
All right, now let's take a look at it from a different angle. My buddy was actually sitting in the camper and heard the commotion and popped out and started taping. And then he saw the guy come towards me aggressively and came running out of the camper to come in case things got a little crazy.
Get off the property. 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 I'm going to have it pull around to you in the front. Go to the front. I'll have you place it there to sit. I'll bring the paper around to you. I want you off the property. There is no line. I have never threatened you. I want you off this property. Get off the property. Get off the property. Get off the property.
Yeah.
Get off the property. Get off the property.
I'm not leaving without my camper.
I'm going to pull the camper to the front. I want you to get off the
I
property.
don't want you to drive my camper. You don't
Get
have
off the
permission.
property.
I'm not getting
Get off the property.
No.
I'm telling you, you're going to get arrested. Get off the property.
How am I going to get arrested?
Trust me.
Because
the
you're
police
selling me
will
a
be
broken
here.
camper that your
This
staff
ain't my
lied
first
about.
rodeo, partner. They will arrest you when they get here. I can assure you that. So I'm asking you nicely. I'll put you in the building up here. I'll have your people pulled up here. Get off the property. It's private property. Get off the property, or I will have you arrested. I'm
can't
trying
have
not
me
to,
arrested.
but get off the property. All right. I'm telling you, I told you so. I'm asking you nicely to please go up to the front, and I'll have the camper brought around to you, and you can leave the property. That's your choices. Get off the
Oh
property.
my God, I'm so nice to
Get off the property.
I'm walking towards the exit.
Okay, I'm gonna help you get there.
You keep yelling and screaming like a crazy fucker.
Because I want you to understand how serious I am.
You're threatening me.
You
I'm
do
very
not come in
afraid
here
for
and
my
treat my
life right
employees
now.
that way ever.
Have you seen me show my ass? It's all been on video camera, so we know it's not
That's perfect.
me.
That's perfect.
So the cops actually did end up coming out. They were there pretty quick, and they were super nice. And I feel like it was one of those we're doing our job kind of thing. Like, they might get called there more than once. Like the guy who just told me he's had lots of people arrested. Maybe he's tried. But basically they said it was a civil matter and that I had to take care of it in court, which is what I thought and what I had said earlier. And I wanted to leave, but they hadn't given me my camper back. So as soon as they found that out, they went and talked to them. They gave me my camper back. We did a little demo so we could see that they had fixed it and we knew that everything was working good. I want to do a recap because I went through a lot thinking about whether I was going to talk about this. It's part of the story for the RV trip, so it's got to be included. If I was going to leave their name out, but I feel like I gave them every possible shot. I had a sales rep get fired. Another one lied to me repeatedly. 3 different sales managers that never called me back. Sales manager there that never came back after telling me he was going to take care of everything. The sales leader from their website. This is their website as of right this second down here. telling me he has no power to do anything. I mean, he seems like a nice guy. Like I said, everyone seemed like nice people, but when the facts were presented, they all were shifty as F. None of them even sincerely apologized or showed any empathy. And multiple people said, your camper, your problem. So I feel like that's a slogan that they have. You know, basically get the deal signed, and as soon as a customer figures out how much we effed them, get the police here, get them off property, and they probably won't come back. You know what? That probably works for the crowd that they work with. The older, politer, more easy to intimidate people. I mean, yeah, I'm not a fighter. When he said I was threatening him, I'm like, really? I think the last fight I got in was in middle school. Actually, no, I think it was in elementary school. I'm not a fighter. Anyone can beat me up. I'm not aggressive. I think you can see from my body language. I don't bow up to people. I don't throw out threats. I mean, the only thing I threatened was I said, I guess I'll have to sue you to get my money. And I didn't even pull the, I'll see you in court. At least I don't think I did. But that was the only thing I dropped. And that's not a lie. I'm going to sue them. And I'll put an update out there on that. Apparently, in that county, the maximum I can sue for is about $8,000 in small claims court. So that should about fix my alignment for me. So that looks like that might just be an extra adventure kind of bundled together. It would have been nice if they would have just done the right thing, and I'd have confidence in driving into Louisiana this weekend. But I mean, what can you do? What can you do? I mean, I actually, when we were coming back from lunch and everything was going so well that I was like, all right, fine. I'll half it with them. You know, I was thinking that in my head. I was like, all right, things are going good. Maybe I'll just offer up. You pay half, I pay half. We're both kind of a little bit out on the deal, but it's at least fair. But no, when the enforcer came at me aggressively, and I realized this was a sales tactic, because the nice guy at the bottom of this screen walked in and said, hi, I'd like to introduce you to this guy. And then he left. He did not stay for that conversation because he knew what was about to happen. He knew he had brought in the enforcer. Get off my property! You threatened me! Rah! You're mean to my employee! Silly man. But yeah, I guess if that's how they need to do business, then that's how they need to do business. But then I think the obligation to warn people that, in my opinion, I would not, go back to this place and buy anything. In fact, if I could redo this, I wouldn't buy the RV from them. I would have bought it from one of the other dealerships. I would have even flown to Texas to go get the one in Texas if it would have been a better experience. Now, I also don't know that, this might be the entire RV industry. I don't know. I just, again, know this one experience, and it made what I thought was going to be a great experience of buying the most expensive, coolest thing I've ever owned into a tale of woes. Now, I'm still going to have a great weekend going with my friends, but, it's not, I have that thought in the back of my head, and it just kind of irks me. I feel like I was completely lied to, taken advantage of, and it feels dirty. And it's not even about the money again. It's more about no, you guys intentionally lie to people, lied to me, not people. I just know my story. But the way that you have a process around it, the way that every single time anyone who promised anything or said anything wasn't there that day, wasn't there at that time, had something else going on, they just kind of shuffle you. And then they got the we owe sheet, which is the most ridiculous sounding document I've ever heard of. And then this is a civil matter. We're going to kick you off our property now that we have your money. And the fact that he bragged about doing it multiple times. This ain't his first rodeo. He knows I'll get arrested. I just don't know. I don't know. I'm going to leave it with that. All right, final thing, plug for me. I am Mr. Chris and I do stuff. And I'm going on this RV adventure next year, hitting all 48, flying out to California and Hawaii. If you want to follow along, go over to Mr. Chris Does Stuff, and here's all the socials on the right. You can go ahead and follow me on any of them. I'd probably recommend at least YouTube, but also right now, Facebook. I'd love it if you guys could follow me on Facebook. I need to get to 100 people following me. I just started, trying to grow the Facebook one. That way I can do some live streams while I'm out there on the road and interesting things are happening. I can, keep people updated a little bit quicker with that. Probably use TikTok a little bit for that too. But yeah, go ahead and find me on all the places. If you want to support me, jump down to that Etsy store and buy some cool backgrounds for your next meeting. I'm Mr. Chris. You should go outside and do something.